Welcome to another one of our Glow Tools tutorial guides. Today we're making a quick tutorial on how to use one of the Microsoft Office 365 programs available to you within Glow, and that is Sway. As we are moving into a new period of remote learning, it's important for us to consider lots of different ways that we can engage our pupils and parents in giving them information as easily and as quickly as possible. So what we're going to do is we're going to look for Sway. Now you can download this to your Launchpad, but whenever you click on an Office 365 program, it will open, and on your top left-hand corner you'll see a kind of waffle tool. And down there it'll give you all the different options of the Office 365 packages that you have, but just remember to log in using your Glow credentials. The reason I ask you to do this is that if you use your dundeeschools.scot credentials, a lot of the security features in Dundee Schools means that we can't have public facing things. So if you wanted to integrate something like Microsoft Forms, that might not be as easy to share with parents as it would be within Glow. And we do advise that you use Glow to make contact with pupils and use Dundee Schools to. When we open Sway in Glow, it'll look something like this, and you'll see all your Sways that you've previously made. Today we're going to create a new Sway. And for those of you who haven't used Sway before or even heard of it, it's kind of like a website that is really easy to use and really easily editable without you having any sort of website design skills whatsoever. What I'm actually going to first of all talk you through is the sharing process of this. Usually I would leave this to the end, but I think that this sharing process helps you to understand what Sway really does. So if we go to share, and we need to remember if we are sharing it with parents, we need to make sure that it's anyone with a link. Or if you want to keep it specific to pupils, those in your organisation with the link means that they will have to sign in using their Glow credentials to access this. So if we click anyone with a link, you'll see that this link is just a website address, and it means that as soon as somebody has that link, they can view this, and if we copy that, we can just paste it into an email and send it to parents, and it doesn't matter how often you edit this, there will only ever be the one link to this Sway. Okay, so if we're going to edit this, first of all, we're going to give it a title. So say I'm a primary teacher, Primary 1A, Online Learning. And I might want to include a background picture. Now here we all have online searches. You can upload your own pictures by using insert, or you can just use a suggested one. So I'm just going to look for school here and click on a suggestion of a picture. Oh, there's a picture of a nice class. Let's add that in. And when I click on design, I can then choose, if I go to styles in the right hand corner, how my Sway is going to look. So you can click remix and pick whatever style you like, or you can customize this. Now, I think a lot of people think that there are going to be infinite possibilities with the design of Sway. But the best thing about Sway is that you don't need website management design. So it's kind of like picking an automatic theme on PowerPoint. It's pretty much the exact same thing as this. So you just flick through the options and you pick what one's going to be best for your class. Quite like that one. Okay, so now I've picked my design, I'm going to go back to my storyline. And I'm going to add in some information. I think I'm going to add in some images from our class topic. So our class topic has been animals. And again, I'm just going to use Google stock images here. It's up to you what you incorporate or include. So let's include a frog. And a fox. Okay. And because I have clicked on here to add in the images, if I go to design, they'll appear in 3 separate images like this, and they've done the formatting for me, which is great. But what I can also do, I'll delete these again. I can include a focus point on which part of the photo I think is important. So I can just click on the elephant's trunk if that's the important part. And when I go to design, it'll focus on these parts. I'm going to remove that again. If I want to add in lots of photos at once, I would recommend using the stack option, which is great. And again, we'll just insert images here and we'll click on the animal ones again. add. And I can caption these. So I'm going to put information in here. A frog, a tortoise. And when I go to design, you'll see that it now appears as a stack and I can flick through them. Now I can't actually click and see what that information is because I'm still in the editing mode of this. But if I want to preview it as if it was a pupil or a parent viewing this, I would go up to, on my right hand corner, I would go to play, and this is how your site is going to look. So you can flick through, and now if I go to the top corner, I can actually see my captions here, and that's the information. Okay, so I'm going to go back to edit again. I'm going to go back to storyline to add in more information. And this time I want to add in a new section. So I'm going to add in a new heading this time to section off my page. As you can see up here, it says it's a new section because I've added in a heading. So I'm going to say task 1. Again, you can add an image into that if you like, but now I'm just going to go straight on to adding in some text and write in my instructions for my class. Create an informative PowerPoint presentation. I have to remember my capitals. On how to care for a pet. Could be based on what we have learned in class. And again, if I go back to my play button, that's going to show me what that looks like. Okay. Again, back to edit. Now, what I might actually also wish to do is include something from another PowerPoint presentation, or include a link to something, or I might want to formatively assess my class. So you can add in another text, or you can use the same thing. And I'm actually going to link here, using this little icon here, to a Microsoft form that I've already created. So what I would do is I would open my waffle again. And I'd be going to my Microsoft Forms account. And again, just logging in using your Glow credentials. And here I'm looking for forms. I'm going to create a new quiz. And you can have a look at our other video on our YouTube channel, which tells you how to use Microsoft Forms as quizzes to assess your pupils. So again, if you want to go to share, we can change this to anyone can respond if we want parents to be involved, or only people in my organisation can respond will mean that your pupils will have to sign in with a Glow link. So I'm going to copy this, and I would suggest that getting pupils to log in with their Glow credentials is probably the best if it's going to be a piece of information that you're assessing a pupil on. And I can go to my Sway again, click on link, add my link in here, and my display text will be, when you have completed this, please complete the following form. By clicking on this link. Okay, and again, if we go back to play, this is what they're going to see. They've done their task, they've been given their task, and they can click on this link. It will redirect them, and it will open a quiz for them, which is self-marking. So not only are you putting and laying out your information for your pupils in a really easy way, you can actually save yourself time by integrating other kinds of Microsoft packages available. Now, it might be the case that you want to continue to update this every day, and you can have it in chronological order, so task 1, then task 2, so pupils can catch up at their own rate. Or if you go back to your editing of your Sway, you might actually just want to go ahead up here underneath your first piece of information, is add in task 2 before. So task 2, and add your your task there. So when you go to design and you go to play, you'll see that the tasks will come up daily rather than the other order. So if you continue to add them in that way, it means that pupils get something new at the top of their feed every day. We hope you find this helpful. This is a really good way of sharing information, and obviously there are unlimited options as what you would like to use Sway for, whether it's a newsletter, whether it's asking pupils to watch this video as well to find out how to use it. It's up to you, but we hope that we've given you a little bit more option for sharing information and to make online learning and remote learning as easy as possible for you.